Have you ever wondered why your cat keeps checking on you? This is a question that has puzzled many a feline aficionado. Cats, elusive creatures that they are, have a natural curiosity that often leaves their human companions bemused. They love to explore every nook and cranny, every hidden corner, and yes, even their human companions are not exempt from their curious scrutiny. Cats have a unique way of interacting with their environment and the people in it. Often they'll exhibit behaviors that, to us, seem mysterious and enigmatic. One such behavior is their tendency to regularly check on their human companions. From the occasional glance during a lazy afternoon nap to the persistent poking during your busiest hours, cats seem to have an insatiable curiosity about what we're doing. However, this behavior isn't merely a byproduct of their inquisitive nature. There's more to it than meets the eye. It's not just curiosity, but there's more to this behavior. Let's dive into some stories to understand better. Meet Mittens, a tabby cat with a peculiar habit of never leaving her human side. Now, you might think Mittens is just a clingy feline, but there's more to her story than meets the eye. Mittens was adopted as a tiny kitten, and from day one she was more attentive than your average furball. She would follow her human, a woman named Sarah, everywhere around the house. Whether Sarah was cooking dinner, watching television, or even taking a nap, Mittens was always there, keeping a watchful eye. This wasn't just a phase or a cute kitten habit that she would eventually grow out of. No, Mittens kept this up as she grew older. She was ever watchful, ever present. It was as if she had taken it upon herself to be Sarah's personal guardian. Her constant vigilance never wavered, not even for a moment. You see, Mittens wasn't just following Sarah around because she was bored or needed attention. It was something deeper, something instinctual. It was as if Mittens understood that Sarah was her human, her family, and she had a role to play in keeping her safe. And so each day without fail, Mittens would monitor Sarah, always ready to intervene if she sensed something was amiss. From the moment Sarah woke up to the moment she went to bed, Mittens was there, her watchful eyes never straying far. Mittens' behavior might seem odd, but she's not the only cat with such habits. Next, we have Whiskers, a Siamese who has taken the role of a guardian for his human. In a quiet neighborhood, there's a feline companion named Whiskers who has chosen a somewhat unusual role. Whiskers, a sleek and poised Siamese, has become a guardian of sorts for his human. With his striking blue eyes and regal bearing, he takes his self-appointed duty very seriously. Every morning, as his human prepares to leave for the day, Whiskers attentively sits by the door, a quiet sentinel in the flurry of morning routines. He watches, his tail twitching slightly as his human grabs keys and heads out the door. Whiskers remains at his post, gazing after his human as if to ensure they've safely embarked on their day's journey. But his duty doesn't end there. When evening falls and the familiar sounds of his human's arrival echo through the house, Whiskers springs into action. He's the first to greet them, winding around their legs in a joyful dance, his purring a soothing welcome home serenade. This is a day in the life of Whiskers, the guardian cat. He's not just a pet, but a watchful protector, a companion who feels a sense of responsibility towards his human. His devotion is touching, even inspiring, but it begs the question, one that's probably crossed your mind by now. Just like Mittens, Whiskers shows a unique behavior towards his human. But why do they do this? Cats, like Mittens and Whiskers, show us that their constant checking on us is not just out of curiosity. It's a complex mix of natural instincts and affectionate behaviors that give us a glimpse into their feline minds. Let's start with the protective instinct. Cats are by nature territorial creatures. They consider their humans as part of their territory, and naturally they want to keep their territory safe. So when they seem to be incessantly checking on you, they could be doing their routine patrol, ensuring that you, their precious human, are safe and sound. Now let's move on to attachment. Cats may have a reputation for being aloof, but they can form strong bonds with their humans. This attachment can manifest in various ways, and one of them is through constant checking. They want to know where you are, what you're doing, and if you're okay. It's their way of staying connected to you, of maintaining that bond. Lastly, we have affection. Cats may not shower their humans with love in ways dogs do, but they have their unique ways of showing it. One of these ways is through their constant checking. They're not just checking on you, they're checking in with you, offering their company, their purrs, and their soft, warm bodies as a source of comfort and company. But As with all things feline, there's always an element of mystery. Maybe they're checking on us because they're intrigued by our strange human behaviors, or perhaps they're just making sure we're not up to mischief. Who knows, the feline mind remains a delightful enigma. So the next time your cat checks on you, remember it's their way of saying they care. Each check-in is a little reminder that you're loved and cherished in their unique feline way. It's a bond that's as profound as it is mysterious, and it's one of the many reasons why we love our feline friends. Our feline friends, with their peculiar habits, show their love in unique ways. Let's take a moment to revisit what we've learned. We've seen how Mittens, with her watchful eyes and constant presence, has a keen interest in her human's well-being. Then we met Whiskers, the guardian cat, who makes it his mission to protect his human from any perceived threats. These stories are not just adorable anecdotes. They're testament to the fact that cats, in their own unique ways, are always checking up on us. This is their way of expressing love and concern. The constant surveillance, the following, and the sudden appearance in our vicinity, it's not just curiosity. It's a feline's way of saying, "I'm here for you, human." So the next time your cat checks up on you, know that it's just their way of saying, "I love you, human."